Two Idaho range sheep ranchers worry operations in the state may not be around much longer.
CBS 2's Angela Kerndl joins us here live in studio with the challenges they're facing and what they say needs to be done.
A big part of the problem, they say, is imported lamb. 2,700 metric tons comes into the country each week with few restrictions and no tariffs. Henry Echeverry and Frank Schertz have been sheep ranching in Idaho their entire lives, but worry they won't be able to keep doing it for much longer.
These sheep mean a lot to my family. Bought my first sheep when I was a little boy. I never got married, never had kids. Should have, but I didn't. And I was married to this sheep outfit. Saved my money and put it all back in this outfit.
Last year, lamb was selling well below the cost of production.
Break even varies outfit to outfit, of course, but last year to $1.35, $1.40 lambs, some were getting less than that. That doesn't cut it. That doesn't cut it. We've got to get probably a minimum of like $1.80, $1.80 a pound. We were scared last year. It looked pretty grim.
This year, prices were better.
If that market would have been this year like last year, you would lost, what, half of these outfits.
As Idaho sheep production goes down, imports keep going up.
74% is imported lamb into this country, of which 75% of that is Australian, and it's duty-free. They come in here with no tariff, any restrictions whatsoever.
With fewer regulations, Echeverry says it's cheaper to produce in Australia. Then there's the exchange rates that allows American meat packers to buy Australian lamb at a steep discount.
And my hell almighty, for $1 US, it's $1.70 in exchange, roughly $1.50 to $1.70. It varies with the exchange rate, but it's like going to Vegas and winning every hand. The guys that call the shots, they're not too sympathetic to us because we're a small industry, but when we're gone, we're gone.
The ranchers are just asking for an even playing field.
What I want to know, why has another country got the right to come in here and ruin an industry?
We don't produce enough to meet the needs of the country. However, we need to be able to sustain our operations with a better product. I don't expect them to be there with naval ships, sinking barges, bringing lamb over here. However, I think they need to protect their domestic producers. We're the guys that pay the taxes.
It's hard for Echeverry's daughter, Dominique, to see what's happening to the industry in Idaho.
I have great respect. Yeah, here I do get emotional. For the sheep industry and these two men. They're so sincere in this effort. And I think that if they're saying it's dire, it's real.
Both ranchers say they've been talking with our congressional delegation, Governor Little, other ranchers in the West, federal officials, anyone who will listen. They want regulations to offset the advantages of importers, again, to level the playing field.
If we don't get this import deal straightened out and get this price where it's stable, it might be adios.
Both encourage people to buy Idaho lamb and to contact the governor, our congressional delegation, and ask them to support the Idaho sheep industry. In studio, Angela Kerndl, CBS 2 News.